Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, September 19th. Today's a big day. It is 3 of my husband's brothers' birthdays. There is a set of twins, and then the next brother up is 2 years older. So we celebrate 3 of their birthdays. One is a big one this year. And then tomorrow is my daughter Katie's birthday, and she is the big 4-0 tomorrow. So it's a big week for our family. Hi Helen, hi Roseanne, thank you guys for joining. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. We had a quiet but productive weekend at home. Tony did lots of outside yard work, and I finally got caught up on my August kits to go. So thank you all for your patience on those, but they are finally out in the mail, ready to get designed. I had hoped to get Fall Fest all designed this weekend too, but that didn't quite happen. So that's what I'm doing this week as I prepare for the Christmas card class on the 28th. Hi Jackie, hi Cheryl, and I know I missed some, so I apologize, but thank you all. Post what you did this weekend. I know there were some fun things. I was watching some of you out on Facebook as I took my little breaks from stamping. Roseanne, thank you for sharing. You know I appreciate that so much. I forgot, I was running so last minute trying to get things together. I forgot to pull a prize for this week from those who commented last week. Hi Julie, I'm so glad you found me. I was running a couple minutes late. I was trying to get everything finished and make sure I had all the supplies. Let's hope that I did. Okay, today is the 19th. We have finishing up on the weekly specials for this week. Wednesday is the last day of this round. And then Thursday, there will be another round, or possibly Wednesday night that another round will be there. So sometimes Wednesday night can be a double dip that you can get out of both weeks. And then everything will finish next Wednesday on the 28th. Okay, there's been some really fun deals going in each of these weeks. So hopefully next week there will be another round of fabulous items on sale. Most of the things are running 10 to 20% off. So it's a good time to kind of get caught up on some. I will also this week be putting together the final details again on my adhesive sale. This is an annual sale that I do, and I have to kind of double check all the numbers, but typically it's about 35% off Stamp & Seal refills, full Stamp & Seals, Stamp & Seal Plus and refills, green glue, or technical name multi-purpose liquid glue. This is what I just call green glue. Dimensionals, of course, and again, it's a good time to stock up on those. I'll have a couple of little giveaways, I believe, also thrown in there. But basically what I do is I use my demonstrator discount that I get, and I use Hostess rewards for this to be able to offer. Otherwise, this is not a Stampin' Up deal. You can't get it from others, at least not in this time frame. I will be placing the order before the end of this month, so you'll have less than a week to respond and tell me how many you want. I will get you the total. You need to get me the payment, and then I will get it ordered. Most of the time I will ship it directly to you unless you are local to me and you want to pick it up. There's sometimes a little bit of a savings if you pick it up from me than if I ship it directly to you. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and flip the camera down. So bear with me just a minute while okay, let's get this down here so I can flip my camera down. Okay, I'm not seeing any posts about what you did this weekend. Okay, oh, and I'm not even seeing me live, so give me a minute here to find me on Facebook myself so that I can watch for your comments. All right, let's get that up there. Let's get this pulled forward some. Okay, all right. And there we go. There I am live in all my glory. Yay. Okay, so Tonight I have a fun project to share, and this is week 6 of my Halloween projects. We're going to use the Bewitching and I'm using Greeting from Scary Cute, and then we are using the Scary Silhouettes dies, and I used the border off from Scalloped Contours. Okay, so lots and lots of fun little things. Oh, Roseanne went and saw her newest granddaughter, yay, and got to go out boating. That sounds like fun. Linda is the trooper. She spends every weekend or almost every weekend with her parents. You are such a sweetheart for doing that, and I know they love it. I saw the picture of your dad sitting outside enjoying the sunshine, so that was wonderful. Okay, I'm not going to share the project before I start. So let's see. This is crooked as all get out. All right, let's see if, okay, there's the current host code. Okay, so we are starting with a card base that is 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. Hi, Tammy. Are you in Illinois or in Florida? And then it's scored at, so 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5.5. Okay, Helen, you have to post a picture of the Mario characters. Helen had a big stamping event last week and the weekend, and this coming week, she also does all kinds of craft things, and she made Mario characters for her grandson's birthday. And I believe, if I remember right, she said they are 24 inches long or tall. So give us some pictures so that we can share it on my VIP page, and then everybody can see it on there too. All right, Tammy is in Illinois at this time. Yay. Okay, back to the card or project, I guess. I don't know how here. You may have to do it on the VIP group. I don't know if you can post it into here or not. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Okay, so it's like a standard card base. Oh, and I forgot my bone folder. No, I didn't. Okay, so fold it in half. Okay, we're going to decorate the front of it. And so to do that, I have a piece of basic white that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, and we are going to pull in our Stamparatus. Okay, I need to get back down here so that I can see for sure that I am on the screen. And am I changing? Right now my video is still on. Goodness. All right, hang on here. Let's see if it comes back up on there so that I can actually see what's going on. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to lift up, and I've made marks on my board right down here in the corner so that I know that this is where I place my cardstock the first time. And this is only because I already did it once, and so I kind of had it lined up. Hi, Brandy Ann. Thanks for joining tonight. Okay, so we are going to ink up our boots, our witch's boots from Bewitching. Remember, we're using the Stamparatus because it's a solid image, and we want to make sure that it gets nice and dark. Okay, so we did it once, and see, here's where it gets kind of gray. So get my arms reached in here, ink it up again, and go right down over it. Okay, and then I took pencils and kind of marked where my boots were in the center, because I'm going to scoot it over. Okay, and I'm going to double check it. But this line right here is the end of this boot. Okay, so I'm going to come over a little bit more. And then I'm going to double check it. That's too far. I'm going to go right on the solid line. There we go. Okay, so see what I'm doing? Here's the edge of my boot, and I'm going to stamp it. It's going to go off the page, but I'm going to get most of it right beside it. I'm making a row of dancing boots. Okay, so here we have, and then we're going to ink it again and stamp it again. Yep, on my Stamp with Peggy VIP page. Woohoo! And I will check it and make sure. If nothing else, maybe I can pull it over onto here too. Okay, then I couldn't get it to go over this far because it would have to go up on this edge and it would crinkle my paper. So I pulled it off and put it over here on the left. And then I made a new mark. And I'm going to stamp another one right there. Okay. So again, I'm just going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp it down. They are not the exact same distance apart. I don't care. Uh-oh, I got a little goober there though. I didn't really want that. And luckily where it is, it'll be okay. Okay. And so we have a row of boots. Oops, I missed that one. Okay, I'm done with my Stamparatus. I am going to pull in my spider. And I'm going to stamp a spider right down in between those two. And then I'm going to come down a little further even on this one. And that'll kind of blend. It kind of looks like he's starting a web right down there. How's that? Okay. And then we're going to take our markers, our Stampin' Blends. I'm going to use the dark pumpkin pie for the boots or for the buckles. Usually I use yellow, but I got into the pumpkin pie last week and I kind of liked how it looked. Okay. And then, let's see, I am going to do the dark Granny Apple Green, and this left boot, I'm going to do solid. I'm going to do the stripes and all Granny Apple. And I'm actually going to go up one more that's not really there, just to make sure it's covered. Okay. And then I'm going to go just the middle one. And again, I'm just going to do one line across there. And then I'm going to use dark Highland Heather to color the rest of the stripes. Okay. And then again, I'm going to go right up above there just to extend it a little bit. It looks like I've got a little ridge there. I may have to come back over that with a black marker. Okay. Then I took a piece of Highland Heather that is 3 inches by 5 1/4, and then a kind of scrap piece of basic black that is roughly 1 1/2 to 1 3/4. And I actually stacked them, and then I used the scallop from Scalloped Contours, and I just cut the edge so that I have a fun scallop, and it's got the little stitched lines on it. Okay, see that? So, Linda Vanderspool, we are using our, oh goodness gracious, help me out here. Silicone sheet. Okay, and I'm just going to layer this behind the Highland Heather. So I'm just going to put glue like that, but then I'm also going to put glue right along the scallop edge. That way I make sure that I am getting it all adhered where it needs to be. And then we're just going to overlap them so that there's a little bit of black, like 1/8 of an inch, sticking out below the Highland Heather. Okay, so we have like that. And the Highland Heather just pops with the black. Okay, so now we are going to take, actually we can just do this one. Yeah, let's leave it. And before we do that, we're going to pull our memento back in here. We're going to pull in our Halloween Happiness. And we're just going to stamp that like right there. And I've already pre-stamped the hat and colored it. So now we're just going to stick that in here and punch it out and get lots of little stars. I just saw some hearts and thumbs up going. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't want to attach that yet. Only because I may decide to move it around just a little bit. Okay. So we've got that stamped. So now we're just going to adhere this, and I'm going to get my trimmer and I'm going to trim just a little bit off. Those dancing feet, I thought about making them swinging, but there's already a lot of die cutting on this one, so I decided not to. Okay. So we're going to pull the paper trimmer in here, and I'm going to trim this Highland Heather off just a little bit so that it goes up a little bit higher. Oh, let's see. Can I do, I think I can do 1/8 of an inch. I think I got it a little longer than my original. Okay, because I don't want it to cover the boots all up. And I think we can get just a little bit more. Thanks, Tammy. Okay, I'm going to take just like 1/16 of an inch off. Just a little sliver. And it's funny how sometimes that's plenty to get you what you want. Okay, there we go. That way her socks still show. Okay. I am not going to put dimensionals on this because this card is already going to have quite a bit of thickness to it when I get done. Okay, and I'm going to use the green glue so that I can kind of maneuver it around a little bit. You want to make sure it's lined up at the top and side edges. Okay, oop. And then just make sure that's stuck down. And you could add Wink of Stella to this just to give it a little more pizzazz. Okay, all right. Now we're going to attach this to our card front. And let's get that flipped over and lined up. Okay, and then we're going to use dimensionals and we're going to attach our hat. Pretty easy so far, right? The fun is just about to begin. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I have a scrap of basic black. We're going to punch some stars out using the hat punch. And I'm going to do it twice. Okay, then the rest of that's garbage. Let's get these icky pieces. So I have 6 stars. And we're going to get the glue back out here. And we are going to attach. And you just need a little bit of glue. We're just going to attach some stars. We've got big ones, we've got little medium ones, and we've got little itty bitty ones. Okay, and so we're going to put a medium one there. We're going to add a bigger one over here. Okay, come on. I want a little one there. And a little one up here. And hi, Ruth. Thanks for joining tonight. And then let's add one more down here. Okay. And our card front is all done. Cute. You could just add a piece of basic white in there, write your little message, and you're all set. But I have another piece of 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and then 8 1/4, or turn it around and do it at 2 3/4 again. Okay, so we have, and I'm going to flip these backwards. It's kind of a gatefold with a score in it. Okay, so we get an M shape. Okay, but what we are going to do is we're going to take, I'm trying to think. Okay, that's still good. Okay, so we're going to use the dies, and we're going to use this cutout one from Scary Silhouettes that makes like a tree shape. Okay, and we're going to cut it out of both of these center panels. So let's get this up here. And we're going to put that up there. Okay, then I'm going to use a piece of my Post-it note tear tape. All right. And I'm just going to center this, at least as close as I can tell. And I think you can see it in the picture, right? You'll see it coming out the other side. Okay, it's going to wiggle a little bit. And now we gently pull that off. Okay, this piece in here is scrap to cut other things out of, or it's garbage. And then all of our little pieces come out. Handy dandy trick, instead of picking all those pieces, get a lint roller. And look at that. They just, boom, clean right up. But then we're going to stick it back in, and we're going to do it again in the next panel over. Let's make sure it's upside right. Side to side, top to bottom. And we're going to send it through again. Okay. And here it goes. Back out the other side. And get that out of the way. Oh, let's get those little things picked up. Okay. We take this off. Put our die back so that we don't lose it. We have a couple of little leftovers. Okay. And well, that's not too bad. Okay, then earlier I cut out some pieces. And let me get those. Okay. Okay, I cut out one of the houses and the cat, and I'm going to glue those to the back of these, okay, like that. So we're going to pull our trusty mat back in, and we're going to put some glue. Oh, goodness gracious. along the bottom edge of both of those. Okay. And then one at a time. We need to find a scrap because we need to get some of that off there. Okay. And so we're going to just lay this right over the top of our cat so that we can tuck him right under there. And then we're going to do the same thing with the house. And we're just kind of centering it. Okay. Cute. Now we're going to flip it over. So we're on the wrong side, the back side, and we're going to glue vellum right over the top of those. Okay, so we're going to just go around, and again, you don't want to squeeze a lot, just a little. And I even kind of went over the cat and then touched on a couple of little branches there. And then on the vellum, I did a line at the top and a line at the bottom. I didn't do side to side because it is pretty close. These are cut 2.5 by 4. So as you can see, it gives you, I didn't want to go more than that because I was afraid that it would overlap onto the scores and then it wouldn't fold properly. Okay, so you're just gonna squish them down so that it adheres. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna put on the top and bottom, and then we're just going to go around, across the bottom, and then just a couple of little spots on the trees to help hold that down. And then we're going to go ahead and stick that down. And then we're just going to squish it to stick it all down. Okay, let's get, well, I'll need that yet. So let's not completely close that up. Okay, and that's what we have. Okay, we are going to take, I have 2 pieces of basic white and 2 pieces of the Celebrate Everything designer paper, which is a Hostess paper. It's a Hostess exclusive from the mini catalog. The only way you can get this is with a $150 party. You can choose it as your shopping spree or part of your shopping spree. Okay, so we're going to adhere that. And then we're going to do it again on this side. And we're going to stick that down. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and stick that in here on the, to the left of the house, right on that panel. And then to the right of the cat. On that panel. And then I decided I wanted to decorate the inside a little bit. So I cut a moon out of crushed curry. And you know, we talked about this last week. It's like, where does the moon piece go? Okay, then I got some little wonky ones here. Okay, I gotta sneak a peek here. Now, the bats, because they're black, they're not going to show up super duper, but they give a little bit of dimension to it. This is fantastic. Love it. All right, so we're going to stick a bat up in that corner. And then we're going to stick a bat over on this corner. And And then we got a little itty bitty bat. And had I grabbed, I think I saw Linda say my pick tool, if I had also grabbed the little tweezers out of the embossing kit, I could have, or I could have put adhesive sheets on the back of these before I cut it out, and then I could have picked it up. I did think about Wink of Stella, Helen, because I figured that would give it a little shimmer, so maybe I'll grab it yet before we're done and give it just a little bit. I thought about gray, but I could have put a little sponged kind of a little bit of black over the gray, and they would have stuck out a little bit, but I also kind of liked it just as the dark. You know what? Okay. Let's grab. Okay, I got to pull this down towards me a little bit. And let's just put a little sparkle on the bat. There you go, Tammy. How about a little wink there? And I think for the nighttime, I think we could get a sparkly moon too, don't you? Okay, and that does make them just show up just a little bit better. Way to go, Helen. Okay, now we are going to, actually I can't yet. Now I gotta let it dry a little bit. Okay, but we are going to pull in our base. Okay, you guys are loving. However, it's not, yeah, but the black glitter paper is not current, so I can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the back of these two panels. We are going to put these two panels together. So I'm just going to use the glue along the edges. And so I'm on the inside of that one. Okay, and we are going to adhere this together. And we're going to make sure our edge is even. Adhere it really well. Okay, then we're going to fold it up and we're going to put glue around the edges of it here. Okay, and then we're going to fold it shut, lining it all up. Put some more pressure on it. And let's get that out of the way. Let's close this up. Okay, so there's the inside. And then Helen is correct. Now, let's see, how do I do this so that you can see it on here? There we go. Okay, and then see, and yes, that's why the card would be thick, is we have lots of Peggy layers inside. And the camera doesn't show really well. Actually, I guess it does on there. It's not standing, but it definitely can as it's, you know, sitting on my ledge, my mantle back here. Well, let's pull this down a little bit so that you can actually see the whole thing. There we go. That's better. Oh, yay, Julie, this is over the top. I'm glad you like it. I'd kind of been, it's like, okay, we've done some candy ones. I've got another candy one for next week, but I decided I wanted to try to do something a little different. The changing colored tea light came from Dollar Tree. There were 2 in a package. I've had them for a little while. In fact, I had to dig to be able to find them. But I thought that's kind of cool for this one, is how it changes from one to the other and goes golden and blue and green. Isn't that fun? Okay. So again, I mean, it's kind of a double. Either you have to have it in a package. You could do a little box to give this to somebody in person, and then their card is in the envelope. They should always be opening the envelope first, right? And then it pops open, it sets up, and then the tea light just goes right inside so that it shimmers and shines through it. Isn't that cute? It's such a great way to show this off. I love the little Wink Stella on the bats. I think it's awesome. Okay, yay. The whole card is really cool. I'm glad you guys like this one. Like I said, I had fun as I was designing it, as I quick sent out the reminder that yes, I would be on at 7 o'clock tonight. So here's your fun project. Again, I will post the video, still be here on Facebook. I will post it on my YouTube. So again, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will be able to see when I post new things out there. And then this will be tomorrow's blog post also. Okay, so for now, you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget about the sale. Oh, and I forgot to draw. Like I said, okay, give me a minute. Find my sheet of who all. Okay, there we go. And what I end up doing is I just pick a number in my head since I forgot to do it ahead of time on there. And then I count down through my people. So let's go down to, okay, that was last week's. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. And number. Okay, and this one. Okay, Roseanne Bassford. Roseanne, congratulations. You are the winner this week. I will have a little thing. I'll actually bring it to Christmas card class next week and give it to you then. Okay, so for now, you guys have a great week and happy stamping. I will see you next Monday on the last Monday of September. Take care. Bye-bye.